Another video for you with new stories. Firstly, Egypt has fired its national football team coach after a crushing defeat at the hands of Ethiopian team. Secondly, PM Abiy today suddenly appeared at Meskel Square. He greeted foreign tourists there who are visiting Ethiopia. We have a clip for you. Third news story is about directions passed by Ethiopian National Bank. Ethiopian National Bank has directed all banks that they should keep ethnicity and religion aside. The directions have been passed 2 days after a new bank was established, Amhara Bank. Fourthly, OLA fighters have been seen in a major town of southwest Ashava zone of Oromia, while Oromia regional government, Ethiopian federal government say that OLA has been considerably weakened, that OLA is not in any village or city of Oromia. We have a video clip for you showing OLA's presence in this key city. Lastly, viewers, very important news story. Yesterday, a Tigray activist claimed that 11 Eritrean intelligence officials had been killed in Addis Ababa, and they had been operating for months in the capital, but after new rift between Ethiopian and Eritrean leaders, these 11 Eritrean intelligence agents were killed. He promised to share names, and today this activist shared 11 names. 3 names from Ethiopian side have also been shared. That these 3 Ethiopian officials were collaborating with 11 Eritrean spies in their atrocities against Tigrayans. We have the names of 11 Eritrean security officials. How were they killed? Who killed them? The activist claims that they were killed by Ethiopian intelligence officials. We'll have a detailed look at this claim of this Tigray activist. Firstly, viewers, Egypt has fired its national football team coach. Egyptian Football Association has fired Ihab Galal. Ihab Galal was appointed as the coach of Egyptian football team just before the start of qualifying matches for African Cup of Nations due to be held in 2023. Before that, qualifiers are being played. And we know that Ethiopia defeated Egypt in a match a few days ago. This coach Ihab Galgal led his team in just 3 matches. After 3 matches, he has been fired. 54-year-old Ihab Galal has been fired. We know that in Bingo National Stadium of Malawi, Egyptian team lost to Ethiopia. Ethiopia 2, Egypt 0. Then Egypt lost to South Korea. South Korea 4, Egypt 1. That is why Ihab Galal has been fired. Both the matches of Egyptian team against Ethiopia and South Korea were missed by Salah, their main player. So in the absence of their main player Salah, their team suffered crushing defeats at the hands of Ethiopia and South Korea. That is why I think defeat at the hands of Ethiopia was more hurting for Egyptian team, because Ethiopia was the underdogs in that match, but Ethiopia convincingly defeated Egyptian team that day. That is why Ihab Galal has been fired. Next news story is about Ethiopian PM Abiy. Today he suddenly appeared at Meskel Square of Addis Ababa, where some foreign tourists were visiting the place, Meskel Square, and he greeted foreign tourists. Watch this video showing PM Abiy greeting foreign tourists at Meskel Square of Addis Ababa. The video was recorded just a few hours ago.
United States of America.
Dr. Brook.
Also from
Dr. Brook. Dr. Brook, surprise. No. Dr. Abiy come to greet us.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Dr. Abiy come to greet us. Here you go.
Hey, Rich. Rich.
We enjoyed at Unity Park.
Rich.
We were amazed. Tell him how you enjoyed it this morning.
We just couldn't imagine it. It was so fantastic. We've been in Addis since August, and we've never seen anything like your park.
We couldn't even finish it. We went to Toto for lunch. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Thirdly, viewers, National Bank of Ethiopia today passed some instructions to the banks of Ethiopia. National Bank of Ethiopia's governor Yinagar Dassi has shared some instructions with the banks of Ethiopia. National Bank of Ethiopia says that ethnicity and religion should be kept aside. They should have nothing to do with banking services. Banks must ensure that when they provide services to their customers, they keep religion and ethnicity aside. All Ethiopians are equal, and if any bank is found involved in practices influenced by ethnicity or religion, action will be taken against the banks. These instructions have been passed 2 days after a new bank was established. Amhara Bank has been established, viewers, and we are seeing criticism in Oromia that a bank has been named after an ethnic group in Ethiopia. Well, we have an Oromia Bank as well. We have a Wash Bank as well. So that is why now Amhara Bank has been established, though I personally think the banks should not be named after ethnic groups. All Ethiopians should be equal, whether Amharas, Oromos. But if you start naming banks after ethnic groups, then definitely members of those ethnic groups will be given preference when it comes to availing banking services. That is what was pointed out by Ethiopian National Bank today, warning the banks that if they're found involved in any activities which are ethnically motivated, religiously motivated, action will be taken. Fourthly, we have a video clip for you. The video clip is from a place in this zone is situated to the west of Addis Ababa, Ethiopian capital. It's a southwest Shawa zone of Oromia. Wonchi is a main town in southwest Shawa zone, and here OLA fighters have been seen. Locals can be seen in the video welcoming OLA fighters. We have this clip for you. Before that, Ethiopian government, Oromia regional government say, Colonel Gareso says that OLA is nowhere in any town, in any city. You see Wonchi, main town in south West Shawa zone of Oromia. There is OLA there. And 2 days ago, OLA was all over Gambela city. We saw what happened there in Gambela. In Dambidolo and other parts of Western Oromia as well, we saw a new offensive launched by Oromo Liberation Army. I have been regularly updating you about OLA's capabilities. OLA is still a force to reckon with. Watch this video from Wonchi town of South West Shore. Then last, very important news story. Lastly, viewers, a Tigrayan activist 48 hours ago claimed that 11 Eritrean intelligence officials had been killed by some people in Addis Ababa, and it was an indication of rift between Ethiopian and Eritrean governments. He promised to share names of the 11 Eritrean spies. Today, he shared the names of 11 Eritrean intelligence officials who have been killed, how they were killed, where they were killed, who killed them, and names of some Ethiopian officials as well who were collaborating with these 11 Eritrean intelligence officials in their actions against Tigrayans. The activist says that out of the 11 killed, 8 are male and 3 are female. And this 11-member assassination squad was being led by a Colonel Vadi Kidano. Names of the 11 Eritrean spies who have been killed are firstly Stefanos Endom, number 2 Philemon Petros, 3 Milan Baraki, 4 Rishan Abrihale, 5th Vinta Tesfalam, 6th Ibrahim Avate or Coco, 7th number is Sunny Ahmed, Halivut Afwerki, Simon Vadi Bata, Hamid Kefle. His other name is Vadi Kokor or Daniel Gabriel Michael. 11 names have been shared by this activist. 3 Ethiopian government officials have been collaborating with these 11 intelligence agents of Eritrea. Who are the 3 Ethiopian government officials? Firstly, Milaku Fanta. Milaku Fanta is Deputy Commissioner of Crime Prevention Department of Federal Police. Secondly, Engdao Ababe, who is Deputy Head of Intelligence Security Directorate. Thirdly, Kifle Ismi Lalam. These 3 Ethiopian and 11 Eritrean officials were involved in atrocities against Tigrayans. This activist claims. How were these 11 Eritrean spies killed? Where were they killed? The activist says that 10 were killed in Summit zone of Addis Ababa while they were returning from dinners, from shisha bars. They were killed, they were attacked. They were in some cases they were strangled, in some cases their throats were cut, and one was killed outside Addis Ababa. His name is Sunny Ahmed. He was killed in Matihara while he was staying at Ganeth Hotel in Matihara. Now, we don't know who killed these 11 intelligence agents of Eritrea. Of course, no statement from Eritrean government so far, or Ethiopian government as well. The activist says that they were killed by Meskel Scott. Meskel is leading Ethiopian intelligence agency, and he says that these Eritrean and Ethiopian intelligence officials, they were involved in killing several Tigrayans in prisons, in seizing the properties by force of Tigrayans in Addis Ababa, in using chemicals to kill Tigrayans in prisons. They were involved in all types of atrocities against Tigrayans. Could there be a backlash, counter-attack from Tigray-backed elements against these Eritrean spies? Or were they killed by Ethiopian intelligence officials? It's not clear. Of course, the activists said that they were killed by Ethiopian intelligence officials. But again, we are sharing all this information as a claim from an activist who is backed by Tigray, who is pro-Tigray.